Welcome to my channel Daily Bulletin News. Chad and Jack's discovery leave them with one option, and Doug and Julie reflect on their life together. Kayla stops by the Horton house looking for Chad, who isn't responding to her texts or calls. Julie tells her he's at Abigail's grave. Kayla hopes if he sees her body it will end the speculation that she's alive. Julie tells her how enraged Jack was to find out about the exhumation, but he finally agreed to it after seeing Clyde's video. Despite being the one to declare Abigail dead, Kayla's seen too many miracles to doubt she could be alive. In the cemetery, Jack and Chad prepare to look inside Abigail's coffin. The crew members open it, but it's empty. Jack suggests they opened the wrong coffin, but Chad insists it's Abigail's. As Leo and his groupie Carrie urgently make out at the Salem Inn, Leo pulls away. Carrie says they can slow down and not even sleep together, at least not for another 10 minutes. Leo isn't sure he wants them to sleep together at all. He swears it's not personal. Carrie's super hot, but Leo's not feeling much of the spark. Carrie graciously accepts the rejection, assures him he's still a Lady W fan, and starts to leave. Leo stops him and plants a juicy kiss on him, just to be sure. Leo grimaces and Carrie leaves. Leo wonders what's wrong with him. At the townhouse, Jada asks Marlena if she thinks Bobby could be telling the truth about Lee's murder, or is he just stringing her along so she'll come back to see him. Marlena says there's no way to know. However, if Bobby is telling the truth, she hopes Jada gets justice for Lee. Connie comes to Bobby's hospital room. He flashes back to hearing her cry in the park about stabbing Lee. In the present, he asks if they know each other. She explains she overheard Jada tell Rafe that her ex-husband had information on Lee's murder. It's important to her that Lee get justice, so Bobby should share his information with her. Bobby can't help her. It's between him and Detective Hunter. Connie asks if his information is about her. Rafe comes to the cemetery, shocked to see the empty coffin. Rafe vows to make whoever desecrated Abigail's grave pay. Chad and Jack fill him in. Jada arrives, prompting Rafe to tell the men they'll take over the crime scene from here. He suggests Chad and Jack go home and process. He'll be in touch. Leo urgently comes to Marlena's townhouse to book a session for tomorrow. He fears he's morphing into a different person, maybe a better person, but still. Marlena agrees to talk to him right now. Leo doesn't understand how he could have rejected Carrie. Marlena opines he was protecting himself from getting hurt again. Leo thought he was kind of over Dimitri, but maybe he's not. He wonders if he'll never be attracted to another man. Am I straight now? Marlena assures him he's just fine. He'll meet and fall in love with another man, but in the meantime, he needs to be patient and let himself heal. Leo thanks her and then realizes Drag Race is almost on. Marlena invites him to stay and watch it there. At the hospital, Connie recalls seeing someone behind her at the park the night of Lee's murder. However, she didn't see their face. After listening to the cops, she realized it was Bobby. She insists she's innocent, but Bobby counters she was covered in blood, and he heard her say, "I'm so sorry, Lee, I didn't mean to do it." Other than that, he glibly says he doesn't know what gave him the impression that she killed him. Connie orders him to stop talking to Detective Hunter about it. Bobby has no intention of doing that. Connie taunts that while he's stuck in the hospital, Jada's going home to Rafe every night. After Julie and Kayla tell Doug about Abigail, Jack and Chad return to house. They reveal the coffin was empty. They all wonder if it's a big hoax or if Abigail is really alive. Alone with Doug, Julie gets emotional over the situation. She notes Chad and Abby didn't get much time together, but she and Doug had years and years. "Did I ever tell you how much I love you?" she says, chuckling through tears. She recalls all their struggles that led to her winning the gold ring. He notes he had to change to deserve her. She says he brought out the best in her and recalls their many adventures. Their love outlasted time. "Now you better give me a kiss," he says. "My pleasure," she responds and leans in. At the Brady pub, Jack and Chad study the grainy image of the blonde woman. Chad says they need to find her. Meanwhile, in the cemetery, Jada and Rafe speculate that Clyde dug up the coffin and moved the body, or Abigail was never in there to begin with. Rafe callously suggests Jada ask her ex for insight since Bobby's been helping out with her cases lately. Wow, Jada says with a hard glare. Wincing, Rafe apologizes. Since he brought it up, Jada declares she is going back to Bayview to see if Bobby will ID Lee's killer. Jada hopes Bobby's not lying, if only to prove Rafe wrong.